Bitsįʼ yishtłizhii diné t'áá bidine'é heesyáii át'é yiził.
Át'é diné. Hello, this is Navajo Grandma. This month of November, Native American Heritage Month, is a time to celebrate rich and diverse cultures, traditions, and histories, and to acknowledge the important contributions of the Native American people. It is also an opportune time to educate the general public. Because there will be some herbs that we will learn about in this video, Grandma's going to read a disclaimer. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration, and we make no medical claims, nor intend to diagnose, treat, or heal medical conditions. Women who are pregnant or nursing, or persons with known medical conditions should consult their physician before taking any herbal products. The origins of Native American healing practice and ceremony are as diverse and rich as each of the hundreds of American tribes themselves. Nature has provided gifts that have been an important thread between Native people and their spirituality. The four sacred medicines, tobacco, cedar, sage, and sweetgrass, have a historical and continuing cultural value to the spirit, physical and emotional well-being of Native people. Tobacco. Tobacco is shared as a gift and offering to elders, healers, and Creator. Tobacco has a long-standing cultural history among Native people, recognized as the first gift to the Creator bestowed upon the Native people. As a ceremony in the sharing of the sacred peace pipe, tobacco symbolizes harmony and peace among those that shared it with others and their Creator. Tobacco is an essential sacrament of Native American spiritual ceremony. However, commercial tobacco used habitually is a carcinogen when consumed as a cigarette. As a result, Native people have sought to use naturally grown tobacco as part of spiritual sacrament. As the tobacco industry has historically engineered cigarettes to deliver nicotine as an addictive agent, tribes have looked to discourage the consumption of commercial cigarettes and nicotine for its addictive properties. Nicotine has a pharmacological effect that crosses the blood-brain barrier intact. It is believed that the movement to distinguish the use of Nicotiana tabacum commercial versus the use of Nicotiana rustica traditional began when Native people sought to have traditional ceremonies with traditionally raised tobacco. Before the American Indian Religious Freedom Act of 1978, it had become illegal to perform public Native ceremonies with tobacco. As the commercial use and abuse of tobacco consumption became an abusive habitual culture, the need to appropriate traditional tobacco use in ceremony became greater. Cedar. Cedar wood was an antioxidant, antibiotic, and anti-inflammatory properties and can be used to purify your home. It has restorative uses when mixed as a tea, where it can aid in fighting infections. Cedar is used in sweat lodges and often used in smudging. Western red cedar leaves have long been a popular internal and external medicine for painful joints among coastal Native peoples. They have also been infused for cough medicine, tuberculosis, and fevers. The leaves make wonderful incense and are used in smudging for purification. Cedar is a powerful antimicrobial. Reflect on where it lives. Cool, wet forests where fungi and molds thrive. When you scratch cedar leaves or cut the wood, strong essential oils are released. These oils are cedar's medicine to repel insects, molds, fungi, bacteria, and viruses. Our ancestors discovered this long ago and used cedar's medicine in and on themselves to ward off external forces. Cedar leaf is a useful antifungal for skin and nail fungus. The tincture, infused oil, or salve can be used topically and should be applied 2 to 3 times a day until a week after the fungus disappears. Fungal infections are pernicious and need to be treated aggressively. You can also soak your feet in cedar tea by steeping a cup of dried cedar leaves in about 10 cups of hot water. Let the tea steep until it is warm, and then in a bowl or basin large enough for your feet, soak your feet for 10 to 15 minutes. A nice activity when you are reading or watching television. Cedar promotes immune function through helping white blood cells to work better. By stimulating our immune cells to fight infection, clean up debris, and denature cancer cells, we are keeping our tissues healthy. Doing several cedar steams a day can help to clear respiratory infections. You can also drink cedar tea by steeping a tablespoon of fresh or dried chopped cedar leaf per cup of water. But herbalists prefer to steep cedar in cold water and let it sit for several hours or overnight. You only need to drink 1/4 to 1/2 cup twice a day to get a medicinal effect. The origin of cedar, the grandmother medicine. Now I want you to bear with me with some of the words. This is an Anishinaabe Adizukan sacred story. Long ago, Gete Anishinaabe lived in a time where the breath of forever life stopped. People got sick. At this time, Nanabush was grieving the loss of his friend, and it was Nanabush doing that with his doorway open. In another village, a grandmother loved her people and cared for the sick. She did everything she could for her community and helped them to recover, but she too became ill. In her fasting state, the Creator spoke with her about her love for the people. She returned and died that morning. Then her body was placed in the woods. Her body grew out of the ground as medicine. The wind spirit blew her medicine into the air, and the rain covered the people. The people remembered this smell and medicine. Cedar, the grandmother that loved her people. Story told by Ogima Wab. Sweetgrass. Sweetgrass is a sacred hair of Mother Earth. It can be used as a purifying herb, as incense in smudging. Herbal tea made from the leaves has been used to treat coughs, sore throat, and fever. Sweetgrass is a perennial that grows in the northern hemisphere of North America, Asia, and Europe. The dried leaves are also used medicinally in herbal teas, and essential oil can be distilled from the plant, which is then used as a seasoning in foods and alcoholic beverages. Sweetgrass has a vanilla scented aroma and contains calmarin, which gives the plant its characteristic scent. Calmarin has blood thinning properties, and some research has shown that calmarin and related compounds can be effective in reducing high protein edemas, especially lymphedema. Though calmarin in high doses is considered a carcinogen and is used as a flavoring agent in pipe tobacco, but is banned by the FDA as an additive to cigarettes. It is said that the sweet-smelling smoke cleanses the spirit and brings sacred messages to the higher planes of existence. It is said that Wankantanka, Great Spirit, understood messages better if delivered by smoke than those said by words. Sage. Sage is a plant that is native to southern Europe and the Mediterranean region, but has been naturalized to other warmer temperate climates, including North America. Sage is often used for smudging and as a preparation for ceremony. Traditionally, the leaves have been made into a poultice and used externally to treat sprains, swelling, ulcers, and bleeding. It was also commonly used in tea form to treat sore, and it is also considered one of the good herbs for the coughs. Sage is considered by many herbalists to be a useful medicinal herb for treating eczema, canker sores, halitosis, gingivitis. Garden sage, Salvia officinalis, has shown antifungal, antiviral, antioxidant, and antibacterial properties that make it a useful weapon in combating many illnesses. Garden sage may be helpful in type 2 diabetes for lowering high blood sugar levels through insulin support, although only a mild effect. Garden sage may be taken in tea form, added to foods while cooking, added raw to salads and sandwiches. The herb can be used in tablets, capsule form. The recommended dosage is usually 400 milligrams taken 1 to 3 times daily. For all commercial products containing sage, the manufacturer's instructions should be followed. The herb has also its uses in aromatherapy. Harvesting male and female sage. Male sage and female sage have features that distinguish them from one another. Male sage, known as buffalo sage, is stemmed from leaves, while the female sage is stemmed from flowers. Male sage is mostly commonly used in Anishinaabe medicine. Female sage contains seeds that produce the next year's crop. So it is important not to disturb the female sage root and allow the plant to flourish to sustain its growth through time. When picking sage, it is a tradition to offer a gift like tobacco or a smudge as thanks. While looking at this beautiful sage, Grandma wants to end this video, and I'm so appreciative, full of gratitude for all the Native American tribes who have contributed one way or another. And this is from our ancestral teachings, our traditions, our cultures, how we foraged, how we survived, and how we lived good, healthy lives long before like I said, the white people came. And it's sad that they considered us to be unhealthy, awful animals and whatnot, but we did have flourishing lives that were natural. We prayed to the Creator. We were prayerful. We were respective of Mother Earth, of the land around us, of the rocks, the trees, the water. And when we picked something from a bush, a tree, or from the ground, we said a prayer, and with gratitude, as well as to make sure that we didn't harvest more than we needed, and also that we made sure that the stems and the roots remained for the next harvest for others. I'm so grateful and thankful to be a Navajo woman. Diné Nishle. I am so grateful that I have the knowledge that I've been given to be able to share this with you. I again appreciate that we have been set apart, the Native American Heritage Month, to share these things with each other. And this is Navajo Grandma, and I'm signing off. Hago'ne.